Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Yesu, for introducing me. So this particular subject, hara consciousness, is not what I learned from any person or a school of thought. It is with me, it has been with me since my birth, since my early childhood. My first awakening experience happened, probably Dr. Sunny will like this experience. Suryaji was talking about sun. When I was 12 years old, a series of past life experiences used to haunt me. A series. When I was a Mayan, living as a priest, in Machu Picchu, looking after the Sun Temple. I was working with crystals. So many details came to me when I was 12 years old. So that was a series of more than 100 experiences. That was my first soul opener. After that, my natural passion for reading books and exploring things made me enter into the spiritual path. So with that, I started reading all existing traditional and New Age literature. And while the spiritual journey was going on, I noticed that whenever I am deeply focused inside myself, I used to find myself in the lower part of the abdomen. So whenever I used to get a feeling, whenever I used to go into the feeling of staying in my abdomen, I get focused. That is my meditation. So the entire secret is going into one's abdomen. Later, a couple of years back, I started this workshop, training people about this belly consciousness. Belly means not the physical belly, not even Latin belly. Belly means the inside of you. The word hara is a better word. That is a place 2 inches below the navel. That is not Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana chakra is a meridian in the energy body. In the anatomy of energy body, there is a meridian. Whereas hara is a meridian of consciousness. Like we have different strata, physical strata, emotional strata, the causal body, the nirvanic body and all. We have something called as consciousness body. The real you. The real you is there at the hara, from where we get connected to the entire universe. When we get disconnected with the universe, when we lack this haric connection, we get individualized. My name is Yugandhar, I am so and so, I am having so and so age, my profession is this. These are all identifications which make us define ourselves. But ultimately, are they true? No. They're all delusions, false beliefs, masks. All the people who are not enlightened have pulled masks onto their faces, including so many spiritual leaders, masters. They have pulled so powerful masks, different colors of masks, different sizes, different shapes. Once we get connected, no mask will be there. Because we get disconnected, we identify with the mass and colors and shades. So the entire purpose of life is to get connected. That is the only purpose of life. All the teachings that are going on in the world of spirituality is nothing but getting connected. Connectedness is the secret. So let us understand more about how to get connected. Probably in this workshop, my key word is getting connected. This is a Japanese word. Hara is a Japanese word. If you see the baby, the fetus growing in the uterus, it has got umbilical cord from which all nourishment comes. Similarly, we get nurtured by energy. We need energy nourishment, not the physical food. The basic nourishment for any being is energy, not physical matter. If you go anatomically or embryologically, the umbilicus, the physical umbilicus, comes from a point 2 inches below the belly. The doctors who are sitting here know that the apex of the urinary bladder, that is the origin of umbilical point. Once that is severed, the umbilical cord is severed, the physical signature on the body will be staying there. But the real origin is at the hara, 2 inches below the umbilicus. The point from where we get connected to all energy. We are the center of the universe. The question, who am I, has confused so many people. That's a brilliant question, dangerous question, most important question, a very crucial question. This has to be replaced with, what am I? I am basically consciousness. Distilled consciousness, uncontaminated consciousness, but disconnected, out of rhythm and harmony. So we need to bring back the rhythm and harmony. That is the purpose of life. But in the world of the psychological matrix we people have created in the world, we all have a global mind, something called global mind. As we influence the global mind influences us. This can be called as a global psycho-spiritual matrix. This has to be changed. This has to be attacked vigorously, persistently by us. If this matrix is attacked, the entire globe will be awakened. 2,500 years back, the population was only 2 crores. Demological studies say, and Buddha, Milarepa, Confucius, Laozi, Socrates, Plato, and people like Hermes in Egypt, they used to live, the population was only 2 crores. Now for the population of 670 crores, we need lakhs of spiritual masters who are really committed to attack this matrix. And we are the people who are going to attack this matrix. That's what is happening now. So, getting connected to oneself is the only method of attacking this matrix. We can't just go and attack matrix by way of getting connected with ourselves. I am not much bothered about the various tools and methods that are existing, the various meditation tools or relaxation exercises. I am not much bothered. Finally, what is the question? My question. Are you getting connected or not? If you are getting connected, your method is right for you. So understanding the value of the procedure or method that you are practicing is most important than method itself. So the Hara science talks about getting connected. It is not a technique. Or to get enlightened, or to get transformed, some prerequisites are required. The first and foremost prerequisite is the need. Unless you find something called as need to evolve, you will never evolve. Need has got emotion. Thought doesn't have emotion. Need has emotion. You have to do it. You have to evolve. There is no other way. There is no other way for any human being other than self-evolution. There is no other way. When this point is understood as a need to evolve, then we get connected. We should find the need, the urge, the desire. And second important thing is commitment, as I already told. More important than commitment is capacity for commitment. It is a capacity. It is not a Sunday commitment or a Monday commitment. A lifetime incarnational commitment is needed. People like Milarepa, Buddha, Mahavir have incarnational commitment, eternal commitment, undisturbed commitment. This is a prerequisite. So the checkpoints are the need, number one. Second thing is commitment and practicing inner silence. It is not outer silence, inner silence. I see so many meditators who talk loud about their experiences just because they want it, or you are forced to do that. The more and more and more you talk about your experiences, the more you are going out of yourself. You have become an appreciation addict. Getting addicted to appreciation is most dangerous than getting addicted to any alcohol or cigarettes. Appreciation is a very dangerous thing. You should be extra careful when somebody is appreciating you, extra careful. Who doesn't like appreciation? Everybody likes. That's why we keep on appreciating people. But you have to check whether you are becoming addict or not. Most of us are addicts. They need it, they want it. They want applause, they want a tap on their shoulders. Otherwise they feel that they are very unworthy. So we should be out of this addiction for appreciation. We should hold something inside. We should hold that fire that is going inside, running inside. So that is the most important, another most important prerequisite for this self-evolution. I call it as presently horror consciousness. As I told in the first part of this conference, the language is a perennial barrier to understand truth. Osho says, make your belly the best friend. Whenever you eat, talk, or think, work, breathe from belly, will be different. Thinking should start from belly, not from head. Breathing should happen in belly, not in head or chest. People who are addicted or acclimatized to just breathing, they can't get energy. The breathing in normal state of affairs also should be abdominal in nature. Like all animals, like all children, like all yogis. The breathing has to be abdominal at any given moment. Whether it is meditation or for me doing surgery or while talking now, while listening, the breathing should be relaxedly abdominal. That gets connected. You can see these two pictures, Gautama Buddha and the rodent's thinker. The thinker is a stressed fellow, thinking from his head. Most of us are head stuck. We are stuck at the head. We say headstrong, what is that? We are stuck in our thoughts. We are carried with our own thoughts, carried away. Gautama Buddha is centered man, focused at his own hara. That's why when he was traversing across the forest where Angulimala was there, all the villagers came rushing to him saying that, sir, don't go. There is one demon called Angulimala, that fellow is going to kill you. Buddha smilingly said, yes, we'll see. And as Buddha was approaching Angulimala, who was sitting on a big boulder, waiting for his 1,000th finger, he somehow felt, you should not kill this man. He said, stop. Don't come near to me, otherwise I will kill you. You know what Buddha said? I stopped long back. It is you who didn't stop. I stopped long. What is the stopping long back? He stopped himself. There is no internal dialogue inside him. There is no internal chatter. His pure consciousness. Angulimala could not understand. So the masters have got cunning ways to enlighten people. So in a cunning way, he dealt Angulimala. And later he also became enlightened. So all the masters know that they should be centered at any given moment. The only challenge for a yogi is, the enlightened one is, to stay at one's own center. The only challenge. And as a matter of fact, the only challenge for any human being at any given moment of the life is to get centered. That is the only challenge. There are no challenges in the world. Whatever that you do is right. It cannot be wrong. So the only questionable thing is, am I centered? Am I focused? If the answer comes yes, yeah, good thing. But many times it is coming no. That is a problem. That's why we have to practice. So it is called, as in various philosophies, by various names. All the instincts and intuition arise from this gut brain, otherwise called as hara. As we have a physical brain weighing a kilo in our head, we have got this consciousness point called hara, which can be called as gut brain. Absolutely all the instincts and the intuition arise from this gut brain. Because we get connected, naturally the entire cosmos will give you ideas. All the inventions, discoveries came into existence because of this connectivity, because of this gut brain, which works beyond logic and reason and analysis and judgment. When you get connected, you never form opinions. We talk a lot about relationships. If I put a question, if you put the science of relationships in one line, I will answer like this. Get connected. Get connected. If you get connected, the whole world will be yours. If you are not connected, you cannot be a friend to anyone. Am I right? Yes or no? So there are three things: head, heart and hara. You know what is head? It produces a lot of thoughts. The heart produces a lot of feelings. What does this hara produce? When these thoughts and feelings combine, then you will be at hara. When head and heart combines, you will be at your hara. When you work as a single unit, when you are in unison with yourself, then you are with your hara. When you have that oneness inside, it does mean that you are connected. See, most of us are moving round and round and round and round, thinking that we are moving forward, thinking that we are evolving. Are we truly evolving? But we are working something, doing something for the sake of evolution. But all our works are like this, carrying so much karmic baggage. And there are a lot of splits and alignments in this hara line. And the side picture, you can see a human being with a line traveling vertically from the top of the head to earth. Earth has got certain vibration. It is at the 9.96 hertz. The astronauts who went into the space for the first time, they faced vague sickness, undiagnosable, with a lot of nausea, vomiting, body pains, giddiness, disorientation, loss of consciousness. The doctors could not diagnose what this problem is. Finally, they have placed some frequency transmitters beneath their space suits with a frequency of 9.96 Hz. They became all right. Once you are separated from the Earth with escape velocity going across the orbit, naturally you get disconnected with Earth frequency. So in order to stay healthy and harmonious, we need to vibrate with Earth frequency. We need to vibrate, we need to get connected, we need to get grounded. Sahasra Chakra, we say that Sahasra Chakra, it is opened, we call as Buddhas. They are called as the enlightened ones. For me, if you are getting connected at the Hara, yes, you are enlightened. In the name of spirituality, what are we actually learning? In the world, we have a lot of people who are basically system gatherers, tool collectors, data collectors. They are borrowing knowledge from various spiritual masters and teachers and thinking, actually carrying a belief system, thinking that that is ultimate. When some spiritual master is saying that this is ultimate, it does mean that it is wrong. There are no ultimates in spirituality. There is no ultimate method or ultimate learning or ultimate truth. No ultimates in spirituality. There are no achievements in spirituality. So what we are actually carrying is a belief system in the name of spirituality. The true spirituality, in its truest sense, is erasing this belief system once for all. Once we can erase all these opinions, the judgments and belief system that is deep down within us, coming from many lives, then we truly get connected. There are no holy places and holy people, only holy moments are there, the moments of wisdom. And every moment is a moment of wisdom for those who can see it. Who can't see it, it is a stressful moment. In the name of spirituality, in the name of truth, in the name of happiness and health and harmony, we keep on searching, running behind people, running behind places, running behind various tools and methods. Actually, what is most important is sourcing, not searching. Get sourced. Go to the origin, go to your root. If you say that every branch is like a positive point, the stem is one positive point from which all the so-called secondary strengths arise. That primary strength of any human being is willingness to learn, which most of the people are lacking. Willingness to learn is most important strength, or the only strength of any human being. If we are unwilling to learn, then we are weak. Our greatest longing becomes our greatest gift, not only to others, but to also to ourselves. Every person has got a longing, every person has got a desire, every person has got some unfulfilled business or job. If we catch hold of that inverted commas unfulfilled, then we arrive home, then we come to truth. This happens by way of getting connected to one's hara. So instead of listening to me, we are going to actually practice this hara exercise for a few minutes. We have got some meridians of consciousness, like we have meridians of energy field called as chakras. We have meridians of consciousness. Allow your assemblage point to move from its habitual position and don't get lost in perceiving the familiar. See, every person has acquired a personality. If you move with the average human beings for 3 or 4 days, by 5th day you will come to know what he's going to talk and what is his ulterior motive, everything. But when you move with enlightened one, you cannot understand them. They're mysterious because they don't form opinions. They're constantly flowing like water. They're elastic in nature. They're not rigid. You can't understand them so easily because they're not fixed. That is the problem with enlightened ones. That is the problem with enlightened masters. So the assemblage point is one thing which creates the personality. A master is he who has erased the personality, who is beyond the personality. We say personality development. Personality development means, the word development has two words, D and envelope. Envelope means envelope, cover. D means without that. Removing the cover, removing the personality is the real personality development. Erasing the personality is the real personality development. Erasing all ego is called as real development. And here is one great master who talks about getting centered. Who says, remove I. Who is this? The laughing Buddha. If you see the picture of laughing Buddha, what do you find most? Outstanding features. What else?
Smiling face.
Yeah, smiling face. Both are correct. Why he is laughing? What is he laughing at? Yeah, on his own. The enlightened one is he who laughs at himself for his unawareness and immaturity. When single moment goes unaware, the master, when he becomes conscious about it, he laughs at himself. What a fool, I am unaware. He continuously sees himself as a fool. All the followers who follow this master consider him as a great one. But the master knows that he's a fool. Once you become a master, you will know that you are a fool, nothing else. So understanding that you are a fool is the purpose of life. So that is why in Jain Buddhism, laughing Buddha has become a mascot, has become a symbol or icon for enlightenment. He laughs. Finally, what ends is laughter. And belly, when you are connected, then only you will become aware. If you are not connected, you can't laugh at yourself. You will laugh at others always. How to get connected? We will practice for 15 minutes. How to get connected? Today, I am going to tell one greatest secret which we all know, but we never are willing to practice truly. Spiritual science is not a glamour science. No, if you say somebody is a great spiritual master, how do you measure the greatness? By his following, number of people, the number of books he has produced, CDs he has produced, a number of countries he has visited. How do you measure? The greatness of a master is not measured by all these things. You cannot measure a spiritually evolved person. You can't assess or estimate the greatness of Buddha or Milarepa. Only he knows. One who is evolved knows that he is evolved, that's all. So, I am going to talk about the secret of getting connected. Spirituality means practicing simple things, simple tools. Running after complex things, more complicated things. No, we have got certain penchant for complicated things. We love complex things. When something is explained in a complicated way, yeah, this is a wise man, we say. And when, no, we go by glamour. We go by glamour. So when you remove, the deglamorize the spirituality, the truth comes. Remove the glamour part of it, then the real truth comes. So I request you to sit straight. Sitting straight is a very important thing. It gets you connected, that's all. Unfortunately, we don't know how to sit. We are trained to sit in an improper way by our teachers and parents. Sitting straight is the only way. Sitting straight means keeping the vertebral column straight. Though even if you sit straight, the vertebral column cannot be straight. It is always bent with two curves. But the two curves should be in normal alignment. When you sit straight, the two curves will come to normal alignment. Sit straight and hold the hands like this. Gently. Close your eyes. Take off your glasses. Relax your body. Drop your shoulders. So much of energy is blocked in our shoulders. By seeing a person's shoulder, we can say whether he is blocked or not. A blocked person is shrugged shoulders, stiff shoulders. Drop it. When you drop your shoulder, it drops your ego. Take a slow and steady deep breath. While you inhale, the abdomen should pop out. Slowly, not very deep, moderately deep. Belts have created a lot of fashion, but it is spoiling one's own aura. When you exhale, the abdomen should tuck in, go in. Abdominal breathing has to be mastered. Simple things are difficult to master because they are simple in nature. Sarigama, only 7 alphabets. Very difficult to master. Similarly, breath, abdominal breath, very simple, but difficult to master. It requires need, commitment, inner silence. Let the nose and navel lie in straight line. Drop your shoulders, nose and navel in straight line. Observe the breath at the abdomen. At a point 2 inches below the umbilical point, entire martial arts are based on this principle. Buddha was also a great martial artist. Focus on the point 2 inches below the abdomen. Inside, we need to awaken the visceral awareness. Our awareness is always frontal in nature. When we close our eyes, we are more conscious on the face, chest, frontal aspect that is visible to the world. We are absolutely unconscious of our back of our head, the lower part of the body. When you are at hara, it gives a 360-degree awareness, wholesome awareness. visualize a orange color light exactly 2 inches below the umbilicus, golden orange, like a fire. With each inhalation, this orange ball is expanding. With each exhalation, the size, the diameter of this ball is receding to only 2 inches in diameter. With each inhalation, it is reaching football size. A football-sized orange glow. Sit straight, nose and navel in one straight line, drop your shoulders, focus on your breath. We are observing the increase and decrease of this glow. The football size of this hara is becoming lemon size during exhalation. While you exhale, exhale all the feelings, all the thoughts, all that you are, that you think you are. Exhale. Exhale the entire head out. Let go of what you are while you exhale. No chest breathing. Chest breathing is for diseased people, for stuck up human beings, not for the people who want to flow. Nose and navel in one straight line. Even in non-meditative moments, our focus should be only at this point. A yogi is he who is focused. One? One who fights. Okay, one who fights is warrior. No. One who acts is a warrior. Huh? Fights for God. Very good. Okay, fights for a cause. A warrior is he who fights with it inner conflicts and get focused. He is called a samurai. You know, samurai is a person with a sword. A sword man is called as a samurai. You know his strength? His strength is he will never become unaware. A person who doesn't become unaware is called a samurai, by definition, and practice also. For example, if two samurais fight with each other, what can happen? A person can be defeated only when he becomes unaware. When he is aware, he cannot be defeated. When two aware people fight with each other, what can happen? They keep on fighting. That's all. Nobody gets defeated, nobody wins. So, a master is he who is like a samurai, who is focused. He doesn't fight with others. He's not actually fighting. But for him, it is like a fight. It is not conquering oneself. It is not a combat exercise. It is awakening exercise, awareness exercise, consciousness exercise. All martial artists know that they should focus on one's hara. Anybody who is in martial arts? Wonderful, wonderful. All these people know that they are in how much hara is essential, how much balance, internal balance, that is very important. So we have got a typical way of thinking and living. That is, once we think more, analyze more, then we can come to a decision or a conclusion or inference. But a man who is in hara, he jumps into action without thinking. Jumping into the unknown, that is a real adventure for an enlightened one. For a master, encountering the unknown is a great adventure. That's why he wants adventure. So in the routine works which we do, if we can take it seriously, like breathing is a simple thing. If we can take seriously, that becomes a big adventure. For the enlightened one, taking breath is adventure, excitement, facing the unknown, getting the reality out of it. So the hara works on majorly four things. Breathing. Breathing should be from the abdomen. Eating should be decided by our abdomen, not the head. Speaking, our tongue should not be given powers. The hara should be given the power. Thinking, most importantly, thinking should arise from hara. When you want to come to a decision, when you are at a crossroad, just go into your hara. Don't take any decision when you are confused. Never take decision when you are confused. Go to your hara. Get connected. That gives you something. Getting connected is everything in life. Okay? So here is the one thing. You say, the Holy Cross, the Holy Cross of Christ. What does it mean? There are so many meanings probably, but I would like to define like this. The I, the ego, that we think we are, the personality, the mask, that we want to project to the world, the way we want to appear to the world, that I, that has to be nullified. That is the meaning of this plus. That is the hara. for me. Erasing the personality, killing the personality is a warrior's way, is the enlightened man's way. The entire science of horror consciousness works finally on this principle. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Before 5 o'clock, before